Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Jania Walker. My friends call me JC, and I'm starting this YouTube channel because I want to help future sailors, especially females, women, through the process of becoming a sailor. If that makes sense. Okay, you have plenty of videos on here that tell what happens, their experiences, and everything like that. I am just now starting my process. Like, I'm starting from the bottom of the barrel. I didn't do ROTC, JRTC. I didn't take the ASVAB when I was in high school, as I really didn't think about the military like that. It was always ingrained into me that I be a college student and get my college degree. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, where you need to do paperwork and everything like that. And I just want to make these videos so not only I can look back on them and see where I've come from and how I began, but to also help others. So let's get started. Okay, well, I told you my name. My name is Jania Walker. I attend Georgia Southern University in Statesboro, Georgia. I'm currently majoring in international studies, minoring in French. On campus, I'm called JC because that is the name I wanted to reinvent myself for. What else? The reason why I am deciding to join the military and the Navy branch, is because college is really hard. Like, really hard. So, I guess I'm gonna just give you a little background about myself. I come from a single parent home. My mom raised me with the help of my yaya, who was grandma, which is Greek for grandma. And I was the top 10% in my high school class. Very smart student. Well, I thought I was. And applied for colleges, got into some really good colleges, but I decided to stay in state, even though I wanted to go out of state, because what they did tell us about those two out of state tuition fees, which we do not have money for. So I decided to stay in state, and I decided to attend Georgia Southern University. Yeah. And our slogan is GATA, which means get at that ass. Even though that's not what they really want us to say. They want us to say get at that academics, but get at that ass. But I decided to attend Georgia Southern University because it had my program at the time when I was graduating from high school, what I wanted to do. It was the only school in Georgia that had my program, if I'm not mistaken. I have to think about it, go back and make sure. So I wanted to go into the hospitality industry, hotels, restaurants, stuff like that, and be a manager. But I come to find out that I am not good at numbers. I'm very horrible at numbers, to be honest. So this major was not for me. I had to take algebra at least 3 times. I took the regular algebra 3 times and still did not pass, so I had to go down to like math modeling, which is like high school algebra. I barely passed that, so yeah, management was not going to be for me. But my freshman year, I fucked up. And I was more worried about partying and having a good time, and drama. Oh my gosh, did I have drama my first year? Like, it was ridiculous, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Honestly, except for my academics, of course. I'll be more focused on my academics, but I wouldn't change it for the world at all. So, my sophomore year, I was put on academic probation. I had to get back up to at least a 1.9. I had dropped. Well, I came out of freshman year with a 1.4. So I had to come up to at least a 1.9, and I did. And that would be this semester. I got off academic probation, and I get 3 more semesters. Excuse my nails, they look kind of ugly. But I get 3 more semesters to get right and get tight. So, and through all of this, I kind of like started to realize like maybe college is not for me. And I didn't want to give up because I didn't want to like disappoint my family or, be a failure. Like if you can't get through college, then you really can't get through life. It's what people make it seem like. So I was like, try to keep pushing and last semester, which would be in 2014, fall 2014, I didn't know if I was coming back to college because I didn't know if I did well enough to get me to where I needed to be. And so I was going through my options, like what am I going to do if they tell me no, I can't come back, yada yada yada. And I started thinking about the military, and I started thinking about stripping. Yeah, they make good money, so I'll be working and making good money. And my mom is wholeheartedly against me joining. I don't know why. I know somewhat because I'm her only child and I'm her baby. Like, that's all she have besides my grandma, my yaya. That's all she has. So I can understand why she doesn't want me to go, but yeah. So I thought about stripping, and she told me that she'd rather me be a stripper than join the Navy. And I'm like, why would you say something like that? Like, the Navy is like, or the military period is like a great honor. She's like, because you might get hurt, you might die, yada, 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 yada. I was like, all right, I understand. She was like, then she used Nene Leakes as an example. Like, if Nene Leakes can do it and make something of it, then you can do it too. I don't want to be no dang Nene Leakes. Like, I'm not knocking her hustle at all, but that's not for me. And I don't know. So, they told me I could come back, and I was like, okay. Well, this semester I'm gonna go in because I actually wanted to join a Divine Nine organization, and that's like black fraternities and sororities, Divine Nine. So I was like, I gotta get on it because a line is coming out soon. And as I'm doing my studies, I'm realizing that I'm not focused at all, like completely at all. I'm more worried about working and trying to pay bills because I'm basically at this point kind of paying out of pocket for my bills. And so college is kind of taking the backseat because if I don't have no place to stay, then how can I do my work? Because I don't have no place to stay, So I started thinking, and then all these money troubles started coming up and everything, like, and I really don't know how to budget. So all of this stuff started coming up, and I'm thinking like, I gotta find a way to get money, And then I was talking to my yaya one day, and she was like, yeah, I guess I gotta go back to work. So, I get you your car, I promise you your car, and I want to help you, get through college and everything. And my grandma, she's 77 or 76 or 77. It's one of them. And she's been working her whole life, and I love her so much. She's an old lady. She's had so many surgeries lately, so I really just, when she says that, and when she said it, it just kind of like clicked in my mind. Like, I don't want you to work like it. I don't want you to have to stress yourself. You are in your 70s. You should be retired. You shouldn't have to do all of this for me. And so that kind of made up my mind, and plus the money struggles here to like, you know, join the Navy, or, you know, start the process to join the Navy. So here I am. I talked to my homie, who was really what I consider my best friend. I talked to my best friend, and he kind of like put it in perspective for me, telling me like, you know, he can see me doing it, like there's great benefits for it, and he knows he's not in the military, but his best guy friend is actually in the Army, so he knows like the process and everything. So I was just talking to him. He's like, yeah, like he's known me since high school, so he's like, yeah, JC or Janine, I know what you're like, and when you study, like I used to love work. Work was nothing to me, and I got into college, and it was just like I felt so dumb, and it is the worst feeling in the world when you can't even keep up in basic classes. So I was telling him this, and he was like, yeah, you know, you going in for the right reasons, because my honest to true passion is to travel the world. That's what I want to do. I really wanted to be a flight attendant if I didn't do the stripping or the military. I want to be a flight attendant, but you have to be 21, and I'm only 20. So that's a no-go. And I was like, yeah, well, you get to travel, and you get paid, and you get to serve your country. And yeah, it has its ups and downs. Like, of course, any job has its ups and downs. So I really wasn't, I'm not that upset. I don't know. But yeah, so he was like, I think you should do it. And even though everybody in my life is telling me, no, don't do it, no, don't do it, I'm like, but this is for me. I can't listen to other people. This is my life decision. I'm sorry, but the camera is shaking. I'm on my laptop, on my lap. So this is my life decision. This is a life choice for me. I want to better myself. I want to be able to provide for my family. I don't want my family to have to worry as much, worry about me, because I am an independent person, especially because I'm an only child. So I've been on my own for a lot of things. So yeah, I decided to do the Navy because I love the water. I'm a fish. I've been on a swim team. Excuse me. I've been on a swim team and everything, so I believe this would be the better choice for me. It was either that or the Air Force, but I don't really know too much about the Air Force and what they do. And I don't mind flying, but I don't know if I want to be the one flying the actual planes, per se. So, yeah. So, I decided to do the Navy and the women in the Navy, and I did my research, of course. I looked on the internet. Before even going to see a recruiter, I asked friends. I really didn't ask my family because I'm not too in touch with them. But I asked friends who are actually in the Navy, you know, Facebook friends, my actual personal close friends who are in the Army, you know, people like that, just to get them experience. And most of the guys I've asked who are in the Army tell me not to do it because they're in the Army and they're male, and taking orders is really not within most males' genes or psyche, whatever you want to call it. So they tell me not to do it, and I'm telling them like, yeah, but you're in the Army, and the Army and the Navy do two different things, and you guys are like soldiers. Like, y'all were infantry and stuff like that. So it's a whole different ballgame, because I really don't want to do infantry and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to be on the field. That's not my purpose. I know that's not for me at all. So You know, I was just asking, and I asked a guy who I was really close to at one point. He's actually been trying to join the Air Force, and I asked him, like, what should I do? Da 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 da. Okay, it's hitting like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna kind of like speed this. It's gonna like keep it under 20 because I know how these videos get. So here I am now. I went to go see my recruiter, who is Mr. Franks, and the first time I saw him, I was just really asking a bunch of questions. You know how they're supposed to, if you go see a recruiter, they ask you to take a practice test for the ASVAB. And I was like, okay. So I came back the next day because he was very busy that day. So I came back the next day and I took the practice test and I scored a 65. And he told me that I had to make a 50 to be like really honestly considered in the Navy. And I made a 65 and he was like, you really did well. Like, you really did well for somebody who doesn't study, the ASVAB or anything like that. I was like, okay. I wanted to like kind of like take his word for it, but I decided to like ask the other people. And I was like, yeah, that's really good for someone who like knows nothing. I mean, it is like a basic SAT test or SAT test. So, and I'm used to taking tests in college, so it's nothing. So he was like, yeah, you did really well and everything. And I was like, okay. So he started going through my information, and he started asking me questions, and I had to ask about drugs and tattoos and stuff. I admit to nothing but my tattoos. So I did that. I need to ask him some more questions like about piercings, because I do have a belly button piercing. I don't know if that's gonna affect anything really, to be honest, because I barely realize it's there, but again, regulations or whatever. So he said because I was in college for at least 2 years, I will be going in as E3, which is Enlistment ranking 3, if I'm not mistaken. And that's kind of like your pay grade, and it's really good because you usually go in as Enlistment 1. That's like the bottom of the barrel, like the basic pay rate or ranking or anything like that. So I went in and he said E3. Well, he originally said E4, and I was like, ooh, E4, that sounds like really nice. He was like, it really is. But then he said E3. And I was like, okay, E3 sounds a little bit better because I don't have a lot of college experience, so it does sound a little bit better. So he told me, he asked me, did I have my certificate, my birth certificate, my social security card, my diploma, and I was like, I don't. Excuse me, sorry. But he gave me this folder. And he told me that I needed to get certain paperwork. My social security card, and this is for people who are I want this to general, like people who went to college and everything but don't really know about anything, but who went to college basically. So you need your social security card, all the original copies. You need your social security card, your birth certificate, your high school diploma, and your transcripts. If you don't have your high school diploma or don't know where it is, because I really don't know where mine is, you can get your transcripts from them. And then he gave me like these papers right here. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, employment history, kind of like a job resume, application, and stuff I needed to have, all of that stuff. So yeah. He also gave me a pamphlet because I told him I was on a swim team and really like swimming and to be a rescue swimmer. And I was like, dropping out of high places. I just, maybe not for me. He was like, you know, you don't have to do it, but, you know, it's just something. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my phone. So he said I need to get all of that, and that's what I'm doing. He said I need to study for the ASVAB, and I don't know if he's trying to get me to like go pretty soon, like to take my ASVAB, but I really don't want to go pretty soon because I want to make an 80, which I'm starting to find out it's a harder than what it really is, than that practice test made it seem like. So yeah, I want to study. I have this book that I bought from my bookstore because I work there and I get a great discount, which this book was like $18 and I got it for $14. I know that's not much, but I'm a college student, so you know, any discount is a discount to me. So I have this book, and it comes with CDs and everything. And I see why these videos can get so long, because you just want to tell everybody everything. So I'm studying that. Oops, sorry. I'm studying that, and yeah. So I have to go back home, and I don't have a car or license. I hope to get it soon. Honestly, I know that's weird, but yeah, life is life. I hope to get my license soon, but I have to go back home and get my stuff and bring in my paperwork so I can be great and start this process, because I think he wants me to do ASVAB, medical, and MEPS all in the same time, in the same time frame, like within those 2 days. So it's gonna be very long, and I'm gonna have to take off from one of my classes, which I really don't need to be doing, but you know, hey, when you're trying to get your life right, you gotta make some sacrifices. So that's really all for right now. I just wanted to start this series for this web series or vlog for any women out there who want to join the Navy. I want you to see the step by step process, because that's the type of person I am. When I try to research stuff, I'm very precise, and I want to know everything. I won't say very detail oriented, but I am detail oriented. I need to know each step and everything and all of that stuff. So I want to know from when you first walk into your recruiter's office to the time and so forth, because you know some people might continue on and on. So that's what I want, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube that do tell you, you know, their process with MEPS, their process with ASVAB, but they don't really tell you about the real recruitment. Like, I'm going to him to this day to do this. We need this, all this stuff. So yeah, this is the point. This is for all women, of course. For college students who come into the realization that college is not for you right now, or ever. It's not for me right now, but I am going to come back because I do want my degree for regular civilian life eventually. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.